how difficult is it for an opponent to game plan when your quarterback is distributing the ball to so many different pass catchers?
Well, I think the first thing that when you speak of that, I think of the receiver unit. Last year, the receiver unit was same group as this year, with the exception of Dries, but Dries really stood out last year, and I think we had some. Maybe we probably weren't as strong or balanced as much as we are this year. In the past 3 weeks, even since that open date, I think our receivers have progressively gotten better. And, when he's distributing the ball like he is, everybody's active, everybody's involved. And that's where our receiver unit is playing right now, is because of his balance of throwing the ball where it belongs. Everybody's involved, and the receivers are really doing a good job in every phase of the game, not just the catching part of it, but the concepts and the things that you try to do to get the other guy open is just as important as the guy that's catching the football. So I see a lot of that going on, and that's why there's a pretty good dynamic right now in the throwing game. And Eli's leading that charge. He's done really well the last few weeks.
Is that almost surprising? Because in preseason you lose perhaps a preseason all-conference player and Isaiah Weston, and now this group is built up around themselves and still perform, and you haven't seen really a drop-off.
Well, that's been when those things happen, usually it takes somebody's got to step to the forefront. When you become the guy, then you start to play like the guy, and that's where I give credit to the receiver unit, because those first few games we didn't have that. We were kind of loose, what I call loose and fragile in the receiver core, because I think they were kind of find themselves, and when they didn't have the dominant receiver, or the receiver that was the go-to guy going into camp, I think everybody was just trying to figure out how they were going to be used and how they were going to perform. So that's all been established now, and their confidence is growing. But Eli's a big part of that. Even Jalen James, he's really stepped up to the plate, and Fosse has stepped up to the plate. I mean, there's guys out there making plays, making catches, and like you said, Eli's distributing the ball. From he's using the whole field, the depth and the width. He's using the field.
Eli was named the Offensive Player of the Week in the league, and you talked a lot about him, but well-deserved award for that kid as he's come on since, not even starting at Iowa, and now he's really led this team to some big wins.
Well, he's doing. Eli is an excellent quarterback, one of the better quarterbacks we've had here in a long, long time, and he's a throwing quarterback. People and you try to get a little bit of perception that he doesn't move, so that's why people don't view him as this dynamic quarterback. But he's a throwing quarterback. He's a drop back quarterback that can make every throw on the field. So, the Iowa game was maybe because of the Iowa game is why he's playing the way he is right now. He's much more sure of himself. He's much more confident in himself. He knows that he knows what to do and what not to do. And maybe that was the learning experience that we needed. We'll find out as the season progresses. But I think he demonstrated the type of person he is, the type of quarterback he is, when the Iowa not starting happened to him, to become the quarterback that he is today, because he didn't let that phase him then. Came in the second half and played very well, and he's played very well ever since.